Welcome to Mega Machines. I'm your host, Tony Saragusa. And if you like large machines, I'm talking extra, extra large machines, you just hit pay dirt. And so did I. Not only do I get to show you these giants, but I get to play with this one right here. Before we do that, let's see what's coming up.
In this hour of Mega Machines, we got a saw you gotta see.
This is not a chainsaw. Now this is a chainsaw.
We'll size up a machine that makes snowdrifts disappear.
I can't describe it other than there's more testosterone that goes in one of these things than anything I've ever seen.
We'll tackle a tree trimmer of towering scale.
You can grab, say, a 10,000-pound tree, you know, and you just throw it around like a rag doll. It's phenomenal.
Go fishing for all kinds of filth.
Refrigerators, believe it or not, bowling balls float. Got many, many bowling balls.
And meet a beast with bad table manners.
Other people come and see it and they just shake their heads and say, wow, this is incredible.
All that and much more coming up next.
I got my boots, I got my hard hat, and I got my gloves. You know what that means. We're ready for our first machine. Are you?
Leading off Mega Machines, we're heading to Seattle in search of a beast. Well, actually, the beast. Bandit's 5680 Beast Recycler. Rain or shine on fallen trees and waste debris. Bandit's 5680 Beast Recycler is one of the most powerful wood grinding machines on Earth. At a pine pulping 39 feet 8 inches long. A great oak goring 11 feet 10 inches wide. And a maple munching 13 feet tall. This whale-scaled woodsman weighs a trunk-trouncing 105,000 pounds. Stuff its gaping 7-foot wide, 20-foot long feeder with tree debris. And its 1,000 horsepower 12-cylinder engine will have its 5.5-foot 80-tooth drum, churning out chips at the rate of 50 tons an hour. Or 400 tons a day. Enough material to fill a dump truck in just 12 minutes. Every 12 minutes for 8 hours straight. Yep, this is one brute you may not want to have over for dinner. But don't think the 5680 is all bad. Because the beauty of the beast is that it's turning trash into treasure. Like here in Everett, Washington.
This yard that's operated by United Wood is a receiving station for green waste, land clearing, debris that most of the time consists of logs, stumps, root wads, and brush. And it's brought here to this central location where this grinder is. The grinder then processes that material and adds value to that material.
Turning trees into everything from mulch to compost to compressed board.
This machine is actually loaded by excavator. Oftentimes, when you're in real large logs and stumps, you can load this with one excavator and keep the machine busy. However, when you're in a little bit lighter type material, you have to have 2 excavators to really take advantage of the size of the machine. It's pretty incredible to watch because it doesn't really make a huge amount of noise, it doesn't jump around, it just sits there smooth operating. And I think people are really amazed when they see that because it looks like it's just easy for it. It's breaking down this huge material and it's just doing it effortlessly. Where I'm walking right now is the infeed area of the Bandit Beast. If I were a log, the log were right here, it would be moving in toward this mill at 30 to 40 feet per minute. As it approaches here, this feed wheel is going to drop down on it, and it's going to help assist that material or that log or stump, whatever we've got in here, and put it into the cutter mill. And it's going to continue to do that until that material is gone. This mill is not a very real high-speed mill. It's only spinning at about 500 RPM.
But look closely, and you'll see a set of fangs that makes this beast an entirely different kind of animal.
Well, the thing that makes the Bandit unique from the other grinders is that it's not a hammer mill. It doesn't use brute strength to reduce the material. We actually cut the material. That's why our production levels are so high for any given unit of horsepower, because we're actually cutting the material. And what we're looking at here is the tail end of the primary discharge. This belt takes the material away from the mill and puts it on the stacker belt. The stacker discharge will put it up to a height of about 17.5 feet, so we can build up a pretty good sized pile on the ground.
The man responsible for taming the beast? Brian Johnson. From the cab of his loader, he keeps this tree-gobbling giant on a very tight leash.
This can grind through demolition, land clearing, stumps, brush, yard waste, railroad ties, pretty much any wood product. There's no other machine with this type of power. Put a large log into it, it travels down the infeed. As it hits the mill, pieces are flying everywhere. It's an awesome sight to see.
But stand in the wrong place, and it may be the last thing you see.
The one place you don't want to stand is right directly in front of the infeed, looking down the infeed, because things can come back horizontally. Chips and small pieces can come back horizontally and possibly hit you, so you don't allow anybody to stand right in that one area.
Objects can come flying out of it, break the windows, hit you, and so forth. You want to watch out for your fellow employees working around it. Be very careful of what you feed it, what you do.
Keep the beast fed and your fellow workers safe. And this eco-friendly mega machine will quietly go about the daily grind of turning timber into toothpicks.
I think it's an appropriate name for the machine because it's in some ways kind of outrageous as how much material it actually produces. It's incredible to see the production of this unit.